Right, what do you call that thing
So
then?
the idea, it's a bait spoon. So you take your spoon, you lay your bait in the spoon,
Yep.
and then use the elastic
Get above.
to make a nice sausage shaped
in advance for the next
bait
up.
And it's just a good way of getting baits elasticated when they're really mushy
and slippery and a lot easier than doing it on the hook on the line to start with. Yeah. Alright,
and then it just slips off like that and you have a nice sausage bait.
Good. Laid out, ready for the next one. Well, I might as well film it going on, haven't I? Yeah.
Feed it down the hook and make sure you've got a decent amount of the hook proud to catch your fish.
Want a bit more for luck.
Just tidying it up so you haven't got straggly bits.
Right.
That's the easy bit.
Ooh. It's a ray, is it? Can we see it? Oh yeah.
Earlier, Babby.
Where is it? Oh, there it comes.
Small eye. Thank you.
Well. What is it? Let's have a look then. Turn around. Try to get the horizon square. There we go. Well done. Yeah, Teddie one, isn't it? It's a fish. Apologies for the jet noises. I live under one of the holding points of Heathrow. There's always aeroplanes flying over. Right, you may have already seen, or you should have already seen, the rather good demonstration by Hugh Arnott on the boat of actually how to put a bait on a baiting tool, or as he calls it, a baiting spoon. You can see it's sort of spoon-like, but it's not a spoon. It's called a sea fishing bait tool, and they come in 3 sizes. Right, this is the specimen one, the bigger one, and this one is the match one, which I thought would be useful for, say, beach fishing, beach casting. And the specimen one is as used on the boat for big fish, big baits. We haven't got to cast them too much. There is a 3rd size called a competition one. Can't see what the difference between a match and competition, same thing in my language, but that's designed for things like sand eels and stuff, and it's a much thinner. So that one, from the shoulder to the tip, is, what is it, 215 millimeters long and 30 millimeters broad. The match one is 190 millimeters long between those points and about 25 millimeters, call it an inch. Now, there's no proper dimensions shown for the competition one. I don't own one, and I got the impression from scale looking at the Veal's website, because Fishing Solutions' own website is a Facebook page, I guess. I don't do Facebook. I wish companies would use proper internet web addresses. Do not like Facebook. Mickey Mouse. Right, and that is the competition one, I guess, is about 175 millimeters long between these points and slightly slimmer for I'll say about 20mm or 3/4 of an inch across there. Right, now what Hugh didn't show you, I used the bigger specimen one, see the difference, for a demonstration of how to apply it with the hook already here. Well, he showed a bait on its own and slipped it off, put it to one side, so you can build up a load of baits for quick bait changes and put them on the hook. But I'll show you how, because he didn't show that, of how to put it on the hook in the first place. So here I have an unused 6/0 uptied, get it out there, pennel rig. So you only really attach it to the first hook, so you can see it. Yeah, be careful I don't catch my coat with it. Now, ouch, already pricked down. Now what Hugh didn't demonstrate, because he didn't put a hook in, is that little notch there. Now that is to hold a hook round the bend. Now you could put it in that way around, I guess, and then put a bait on top of it. This is a bit of sponge rubber to represent the bait, like that. It's probably preferably about there, right? Or I guess you could put the bait like Hugh did on there first, and then put the hook over the top, like that, which may be a better idea actually. You can see where the hook is, like that. Or, I'm not sure this is the correct at all, put it underneath and wrap it round and it all slides off together. I'm not going to demonstrate that. I think that probably the best way would be, a real bait would be quite floppy and messy. Put the bait in first, lie the line over the top, and you know exactly where it is central. You can see that it's central, not to one edge, like that. Now I don't know what that hole is. It's probably to hang it on for demonstration, not for display purposes, on a nail on a fishing tackle shop. I don't think it serves much of a purpose any other way. But anyway, I will attempt to wrap that with some thicker nylon, elastic, not nylon. To find the end. I'm not too sure which end to start with this. Hold it on my finger, just get it going anyway to start with, I suppose. Get it down, so that, wrap it on nice and tight. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Got stuck around my finger. Right. Now I suppose you pull for a break. I don't think you're actually supposed to tie a knot. I don't know. Okay, you're supposed to normally you just pull for a break, don't you? Yeah. Like that. Well, the idea is with that there. Strangely, it's gone off centre, but let's pretend it hasn't. And then slide it off. Does that work with foam? Okay. Because you have to stretch it. Make sure you stretch it, not do it loose, because you've got to still be tight when it goes down to the smaller diameter as it comes off. Right. And then as you get hold of your line, and you pull it backwards, I suppose, into the bait. Somehow, it doesn't really work very well with foam, but never mind. There you go. So it'll be like that. Or you can turn it around like that, however you want it, I suppose, and with a pennel you come along and work out where it's going to end up, like that, I guess, about there. Do a couple of turns around the hook, and then around the hook shank, and yeah, foam's a lot tougher than actual bait. Not the best demonstration in the world, but the idea is you can see whatever tool should be used. There you go, something like that. Yeah, foam's a bit grippy, a bit like rubber. It's alright when it's loose, but when it's tight. But as you can see, the elastic stayed on and it's securely on the hook. See the points? There's the points. Can you? I don't know if you can see. I hope you can see. I've not all to one side on the camera. I wish these mobile phones had a little window at the front, so when you're filming yourself, you can see where you are on the screen. Be useful, that, rather than having a mirror mounted behind it. Anyway, let's stop it there and have a see what the film comes out like. Thanks for watching so far.